It's always whenever I want to stream a lot that I start getting sick. Hello, hello. But I should be back now. I'm feeling a lot better. And thank you for the follow as well. After re-get everything. Yeah, if you don't think about it, it's not there. How it works. Hello. Nice to see you. Also, I don't know why on this wall you can't wall run. You can't like wall run jump. So dark in this area. Watch me hit that one and get PB and just be like, stream's done. UC lineup, what about it? Just make 2 time trials. I'd say it's like there if I had to guess. Yeah. Just look, make a time, or have this time trial, and then restart the time trial, and then walk directly forward, make another time trial, and it'll make a little line for you. That's what I do. You can make like 3 or 4 too if you really need to. I usually just make 2 though. And so you know exactly, you get your 2 feet in the middle of this, and then you look directly at the other one, and it should work. Or if you really need to, a good way to do it is to line up like this, get in the corner here, 180. I don't know. I haven't ran the original route in forever. UC was one of the first dashes I did with like the new crazy strats, and then I've never touched it since. So it's been like more than 2 years, I think, since I've actively ran rezoning, or not rezoning, UC. Yeah, it's crazy that it's already been 8 days, but it took me around a week to get over another, what I assume was another ear infection, but I don't know. All I know is that my ear hurt. I didn't do anything. It's my body's fault. To be fair, I don't need to hear to play this game, but I kind of like music, so that would be bad. Also, I don't think game has audio. I don't know why OBS does that. It always disables my audio. There you go. Now y'all can hear the game, but I cannot. With the new strat, you can 180 really for a really long time. But I'm just gonna be running rezoning because it seems like the easiest dash. Just like I haven't played in forever. Let me run something. Rezoning is just that dash. Because a lot of the time it's just blindly throwing yourself at a wall, so you don't need to be in practice. $180 when you start the dash? What do you mean? There's no 180 when you start the dash. Yeah, for UC there is no 180 when you start the dash. You bunny hop here, and you have enough time to bunny hop here and back. I think you have enough time to do a 180 right here. But at the beginning, this first 180 is completely fine. You don't have to do it anymore. You could just do that. Thank you, Frosty. Nice to see you. I was experimenting with the single boost strat, but every single time I would land here, and then I would hit this. So I don't know where you would go from here. I was thinking maybe you can bunny hop on top of this and then go there. But it would be really tight. I have not. I've been experimenting myself. That's it. Furthest I've gotten was the bunny hop right here, and I did this and I fell down. I only tried for like, I'd say a couple hours, so I'm sure I could get it a couple times if I tried hard enough. But it depends on which strat you're using. If you're using mine, then or the same one, then that's good. I think you could just send it in the chat. I don't know if I have links disabled. This is a newer channel, so I don't know. I didn't do a ton of setting up. Let's see this. I would put it on stream, but then I have to open OBS browser and stuff, and I'm lazy. So I'm not going to put my real browser on stream. That seems like a bad idea. Oh, the head bonk way. I thought that'd be possible, but see, the way I did it. Let me get mine open. I was actually really close. Wait, that's a rezoning clip. Okay, so this is what I did. So, I don't know. It's a lot easier than getting a bonk, definitely. But I don't know how viable it is just because it doesn't seem to give you a good angle. Fast boost? You mean like the down action? Down action makes it so much easier. The new start is just so simple. You don't have to worry about anything. The only thing, I guess not anything, there's only one thing you kind of have to worry about is whenever you hit the wall, you lose your speed, so you can't hit the wall. You have to look, you have to bunny hop around, like, you have to go right side of this girder, bunny hop looking directly at that, and then bunny hop like right here. And then I usually look, if you want the furthest, you have to bunny hop like on this tiny little thing right here. But you can also try bunny hopping here, and it sometimes works. But you want the furthest boost because otherwise you won't make it underneath the door. You want to look closest to this rail right here. So you get the farthest right here, and then you want to look like right there. And land like here, and then bunny hop. It's really rough whenever you get this because you bunny hop on this a lot of the time, and you do this animation. But it's not as bad as, you know, getting a head bonk bunny hop. But the entire start is just so much easier. You don't have to worry about anything. Yeah, I probably could. I got the head bonk once, but I was like, I'm not gonna go for a head bonk. And so I just started experimenting with getting the bunny hop as far as possible, and I would go in here. I could just try to run UC and see if I can get some, because what's so good about it is this setup, when you do a controlled jump, a down action boost, it gives you the perfect thing as if you were doing it from there. Like, it gives you the same thing. And I'm pretty sure the old way did that as well. Like, this is perfect. Like, if you like do it enough, it's just so easy to do that. Yeah, it's annoying. I hate doors in this game. The doors are the worst. I will say you don't go as far if you take this right route, but you might be able to bonk if you take the right route. So if you land here, get a bunny hop here onto here, you might be able to head bonk directly, and that wouldn't be bad. You go a little less further. I know this was rezoning, but I kind of just wanted to grind this time trial a bit. See, sometimes you go fast and you hit the wall. Because I'm pretty sure it's because I'm going too far right. If you land too far right, you want to land like here. I hate this stupid thing too. Getting that little stumble sucks. See, get the bonk on the wall, you lose your speed. But otherwise, you want to get as far left as possible. As far left of that. I haven't done much Catalyst in like 8 days. I grinded for like 2 hours in total the past 8 days. I need to get back in the groove. I never really quit, but I've been like only doing like a dash every like week at most. Thank you, Foshi. Nice to see you. I'm glad you're here, even if it was only for a second. Oh, I just started the stream without ever thinking about anything, so I just pressed start streaming, so I can turn on all that. There you go. See, that would have made it. But I'm rusty with bunny hops. Yeah, when I was looking at doing it regular, it's the same speed. 24.3. It's always 24.3. The only thing the down action does is it makes you go further on the first jump. It does look faster, but it's literally just that. It weirds me out too. I always thought it was a little faster. Yeah, it's you could just tell from doing this. If I can get the bunny hop. Why am I so rusty? Too much Steam Deck playing. Haven't been on a keyboard too long. Like that? Did you ask something? I think it depends on where you're looking in the doorway. I just need to figure out which way you want to look. Like there? Maybe? Like further left or right? It can really get regular B-hops. You think I'm gonna hit a bonk B-hop right now? Further right? Okay. I couldn't tell you, to be honest. Like that. Textbook. That could have made it even. I went further enough to where I could have looked right there. Yeah, this seems pretty easy. Yeah, it's like every time. And it matches up pretty well to the actually doing the dash. You just have to control where you land at the beginning. Or at the, like, after the beginning of the dash. You gotta make sure you're landing, like, where you would land. So, like, around here, you want to land. Yeah, there's a way you can make your turn just longer. Also, what is Meteor gonna call the down action trick? I'm sick of calling it down action C boost, down action trick, down action. He found it, so he gets to name it. He needs to give it a silly name so I could say it every time. The only thing I could think of is like long C boosts, far C boosts, simple things like that. Meteor drop. The pogo. I like the pogo. Now that I just said it. We're on CC. Keep it going. No. I think I need to go to the left of the door more. I'm not sure. Maybe the middle of the door is where you want. A down action could still be a C launch. like that. Just skip the bonk entirely and go a little further. Because it looks like you almost make it, yeah. Or like that. Why can't I get the bunny hop in the door now? UC's not a bad dash. It just had a bad strats. There's no bad dashes, only bad strats. I just hated this boost right here. This boost is annoying. Otherwise, everything else is fun. Yeah, that gives you a good bonk. It's been 2 years since I've grinded it, so I don't know how to do it much anymore. I haven't touched UC in so long. The new Allcom strat is nice whenever you actually get a run in. But whenever the beginning doesn't start, it kind of sucks. Let me try doing it this way. I will never change that Backstreet Bluff is the best dash. No one could ever change my opinion. It just has so many little strats in it. Yeah. It's like impossible at first. You're like, how does that speed work? And there's tons of little strats, like at the very end when you're on the box and you're double jumping on it, you have to spam jump or else you go slower and you lose like 0.2 seconds. It's dumb stuff like that you have to learn, but once you learn it you feel like, oh man. The new strat with heading home is very nice, but it's one of those dashes that I can't grind for too long or else I go insane. The old strat was annoying because of the zipline boost thing. I never got it consistent. Yeah, new donkey is very nice. Hello, nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. I didn't mind old donkey. I also never tried to go for a really low time on Old Donkey though. I think I had like a 13 or like a high 12. I don't remember. Maybe if you were like optimizing like crazy, it would suck, but I didn't mind it. It's so satisfying to get. That's the one I'm talking about. I really enjoy that strat. It's so satisfying. Whenever you get it, you're like, oh my god. I'm a god. You have to, it's like a little rhythm you have. You sprint for a little bit, and then I think I even do I hold left strafe midair. So I go like that. And you can't do it too fast. You have to go slow enough. It's like a rhythm you have to get. It's really weird. At first it would stump me, but once you learn it, I think it's fine. I would get it like 1 out of 10. And I think at one point 1 out of 5. Like when I was going crazy. Burnt yourself out. I've always played a bit in moderation. I don't go too hard. I think a reason that I play now is just like maintenance for my YouTube. I like having a small community, and if you don't post for a little bit, you lose that like really fast. Having a small community is nice to just chill with. Have some pizza. You know, that is... I really appreciate it. $20. 20 bones. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I don't know what to say. That's more than a pizza. That's like 3 pizzas. You know, I buy the cheap pizzas because they're my favorite. That's a lot of pizza. I just got a notification on my phone that I got sent $20. Thank you. I don't know how to express it in a way that makes me sound not like I'm being unappreciative, but I really appreciate it. Little Caesars is the only correct cheap pizza, unless you somehow live in New York, I guess. Then you're probably going to local pizza chains. But if you're not in a big city with a pizza culture, then you're probably going to Little Caesars for a slice that's cheap. Little Caesars is actually my favorite. But again, thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm always bad with names, so I never say names. Is your name pronounced Intuit? I always avoid saying people's names because I'm like, I don't want to be wrong and then have people be offended. But I don't know things. Where do I find the time trial? It's public on my profile, I think. Is it? It is public. Okay, Intuit is okay. Again, thank you. I don't know what else to say besides thank you a million times. Foie gras, yeah. It is based off the French dish foie gras. It means duck liver shop. Enlarged duck liver shop. Yeah, it's like FWA kind of. Whoa, yeah. I'm not French though. I just like how it sounded. I don't know how American Dad would have foie gras in it, but I guess I don't know. Inuit. Oh, I see. I always thought there was a T in your name. Eskimo and Inuit? I honestly have never heard anyone say that tribe's name in real life. I've only ever seen it written down, but I know how to pronounce Eskimo. I used to make fun of them, but now they intrigue me. You've seen the English side, and now you're like, man, I want to see the French side now. Maybe they had the right idea. Meteors just ruined it for you. French as a language just has too much, I don't know. Like guttural sounds that I don't enjoy. Yeah, I can't do it. Kind of like Arabic has a lot of it too. Or Arabic, the way you want to pronounce it. Frosty has his stuff set to Japanese because it makes his font smaller or something. Yeah, he used to play in Japanese. I mean, Balin plays in Spanish. Or is it Portuguese? Because he got... His reaction, or his reason was that plastic sounds terrible in English. And she's annoying in English, so... And so just listen to the Spanish plastic. Japanese has a lot of interesting ways they go around making like half height or half width characters and stuff. Yeah, whenever I was learning Swedish, I would have my computer in Swedish and then I'd have my phone in Swedish as well. I need to do that for Vietnamese because I want to learn Vietnamese next. But man, Vietnamese has so many tones. It's the worst. Yeah. I named it years ago and I've never changed it. Uh, this is C drive and it's cat. But the thing is, I don't like how it's spelt with. I don't like how kanji or katakana look. So I put it all in hiragana. So I bet all of these are wrong. But Neko's right. I know that. I think ukami is wrong for W for wolf, and then D is dog. So inu. And I kind of use them as like C is a fast drive, so it's cat. D is a slower drive, so it's a dog. W is the slowest drive and the biggest, so it's a wolf. I also have a F drive, which was fox, but it's no longer. It died. The fox died a horrible death. But I did that literally years and years ago, and I've gotten used to it, and so I don't like changing it. I hate change. So my C drive will forever be the cat drive. Okay, I should stop doing UC before I get encroached in it. I'll save that for another stream. I'll do some off-stream, like, kajiggering. Not encroachment, no. Don't put that evil on me. Yeah. I'll experiment it with it more off-stream and I'll mess with it. But if I'm gonna grind it, like once I have like a plan fully in motion, I will stream it. I think I've ruined myself if I never played the original Mirror's Edge, then I probably would want to play the original Mirror's Edge and get records. But I have too many hours in Mirror's Edge already, and all that muscle memory is like, 40-minute or 40-minute game time. So I have too much muscle memory of bad strats. I played one for 300 to 500 hours and then more on Xbox. But I wasn't very good. I played it when I was, a kid. I still play it sometimes for fun. Kick glitching is just fun. I think the reason I never got into speedrunning in it is because, or never got into, like, posting any of my runs. Why is chat not on the stream? Oh, it's because display capture, right. I'm getting captured twice. I forgot what I was saying. I played it on an Xbox so much. But, the reason I don't, submit or anything on the original Mirror's Edge is, I played on a higher FOV and I unlocked my FPS. And I think that wasn't allowed at the time. I don't know if it is anymore. But I refuse to play a game at 60 FPS. I will not. No. What I do is the slides. I feel like having a higher FPS is a disadvantage. It makes the slides almost impossible. You have to lock it to like 100 just so your slides work. So I don't understand the FPS lock thing. Maybe there's a strat that makes it faster, but... But yeah, that's my main thing, is I don't want to play a game at 60 FPS in my life anymore. Nipple bounce. That's quite the name. I still enjoy watching like world record runs. What got me really into speedrunning was seeing Rex runs years ago. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name. I've never heard anyone pronounce his name. I think it's Rec. And what's crazy is, out of everyone, I'll play games at 60 FPS on the Steam Deck, but not on a keyboard. On a controller, it's not bad. On a keyboard, though, ew. But what's funny is Rec was the only person from the original Mirror's Edge community to message me and be like, "Hey, I want to learn Catalyst." I don't think he ever did. But I was like starstruck. Yeah, he asked if I knew how to do things, and I'm like, I know how to do dashes. I don't know if I could help with, full game runs, but. And I guess he just kind of lost interest. But man, I felt like a superstar in that moment. Catalyst is like $5. Yeah, I played all back then, the original Mirror's Edge. Watching Rex runs and then getting on and getting a 45-minute. It was a completely different game, but I enjoyed it. Maybe, yeah, it's just kind of different generations things, but to me, Rec was like, in my mind, he was the speedrunner that, when I look up, who's the craziest runner in my mind, it would be Rec. Because I'd seen his world records, and they were insane at the time. I don't know if he's still competitive. I haven't kept up with the original Mirror's Edge stuff in a little bit. I usually do when I'm running it, but otherwise, not really. Never really retire, though. I think that's when he messaged me. A little bit after he retired, he started commenting on some of my videos. And the first time he commented on my video, I left him like a paragraph, so that probably scared him off a bit too. I think there's something special about, getting one record and then being like, I'm out. I think once you have a lot of records, they become just like, oh, that should be the default, But if you just get one record, you're like, man, look how amazing I was. Just get one record, then retire, drop the mic. That's the dream. Go and get your doctorates while other people are still grinding for a dozen records at most. Why does my namesake song come up so often now? Dash is overrated. I want to do more time trials, especially the one Balin made one. It's called like Wesley DVT 17. I saw him upload a video of it, and it looked really fun. I kind of want to get into just making like crazy time trials as well. For only people that can like do insane stuff. Future Playground's good. My main thing is I wish the time trials had more options. Like imagine if we had like Mario Maker and Catalyst. Reach the time trial or after gathering all runner bags or something. That's kind of like checkpoints, but you get the idea. Reach the time trial without ever touching the ground. Oh, imagine that. You can't touch the ground. You have to find your own way. And there's like, imagine getting from here to there without ever touching the ground and like having to find your own method. It would be easy, but it would be fun to see how fast it is eventually. The floor is lava mode, but actually. The zip boost. You can just do this. I don't touch the... Or I guess you touch the ground whenever you do the setup. That's not what I wanted to do, game. Yeah, I've been watching too much Mario Maker. So, it makes me think of the possibilities. And it makes me kind of sad. That was it! Oh no. Rip run. Tetris buddy. Also, I don't know what I did. Was I too late on the zip boost? I should probably practice the zip boost before I actually go for it. But I kind of like the excitement of missing the zip boost. It builds suspense. Early, okay. Yeah. I mean, that strat isn't very difficult. I'll probably go back to it once I get another dash. I just don't want them to upload like 3 of the same dash in a row like I did with feature creep. I think it's possible to get sub 10 with that route, yeah. Even if you don't go the left side, if you go the right side, it's still possible, I think. That route is so much easier though. What is the number 1 on that dash? What is the time for number 1? Is it over 10 seconds? Would that still be number 1 on the leaderboards? Or would I need to get sub? My fake 10-second run? That doesn't bode well for me then. Why is it all the god runs never get uploaded? The closest that got uploaded was what was it? Nomad like 6.3 got uploaded, I think, or something like that. 6.8, 6.3. I think, yeah, sub 5, they're just like, no, it's impossible. Immediately, any sub 5 gets deleted. It would be nice to, you know, actually be on the top of the leaderboard. Yes, dude. A little practice on that, I guess. I still haven't done a dank meme edit in this game. I'm pretty sure, was it Falcon that did one, or was it... I remember the Illuminati, like, whenever that was popping off, like that... Oh my god! My triple kill on free-for-all. Was it Balin? What I still want to do is, you know, that YouTube video that gets posted, or that gets recommended in every single suggested thing is like the perfect catalyst run, perfect night run. I want to do that, but fast strats and like copy everything. But I didn't think that I don't want to put in the kind of effort to do that. I want to copy the entire video, the one that has like too many views for what it is. And then just do it with like crazy strats. Even segment it if I have to. If I find like some insane strats. Every day. I don't understand how he beat the algorithm so much that his stuff gets recommended on every single Catalyst video. Yeah, he is the algorithm. I am the danger. Like, imagine if modern Catalyst videos got that much attention. Which I don't think is possible just because the game is not as alive as it once was, but... I still think that this is like the perfect speed game for a lot of people. Just they don't know it exists. Because it just never popped off in popularity. Because it's... I could never find a consistent speed game for myself until this came out. All I knew is that I loved like really fast movement on the ground and stuff like that. I didn't like flying very much. So stuff like Ghost Runner doesn't appeal to me as much. It's definitely underrated, but I think that it's kind of DICE's fault. If they supported it even the slightest bit more, it probably would have gotten something else, but I think they just cut their losses and were like, yeah, screw this. Racing game? What do you mean? No, I play Fallout New Vegas modded with 1,000 mods. My playthroughs are all 100 hours plus 200 hours. I do slow runs of Fallout New Vegas. 10.5, good to know. What's funny is I don't even like fast moving cars. I play racing sims, but I don't race, I drift in them. I like cars moving at like 50 to 70 miles an hour sideways. There's an uploaded 5.5 Nomad. That's the next goal. Just getting the run and then getting the 5-second time, but waiting a little bit and just getting it just barely. So you're still number one. And then uploading that as like number one on leaderboard, and then people check it out and they see you wait at the end for a second and then go in. This guy could got a 5 second. What is he doing? I think I'm one of the slowest runners of Fallout New Vegas, considering, like, in between me playing myself, I'm watching lore videos. I might do that when I'm bored one day. Just wait at the end of Nomad until I get a 5.4. The quick save reload glitch where you go through walls, yeah, I've done that before. I don't remember it being that difficult. I will say the new strat where you down action does not work on Nomad. The down action strat is weird on Nomad. The boost is too big, I think. Or it's at a weird angle, and the down action strat just, like, never works for me. $15 isn't that bad on Nomad. I think the first run I was proud of on Nomad was like a 13.7. But I took a lot of time to get that. That's what makes it hard. It's annoying. It definitely is. No, I don't check out those videos because they don't get recommended to me. All I get recommended is, can I beat Fallout New Vegas while only standing on a telephone? Stuff like that. And I don't click those videos on purpose. They're not going to get views out of me. Yeah, the down action boost would make it easier, but I've never gotten it to work, actually. It always just sends you straight into the wall for some reason. Skill issue. Fair. I will say the Fallout games are some of the games that will never be a speed game for me. I think I have like now 600 hours on Fallout 4. I've just been playing on the Steam Deck every night. I will say, people say, oh, the Steam Deck won't make you play more games. It'll just make it that you play games in a different area. But no, I play way more games now that I got the Steam Deck. I'm like taking the dogs outside, sitting out there at 80-degree weather with my Steam Deck. Getting bit by mosquitoes. And not caring because I have Guitar Hero. Playing with the Steam Deck's controller. Using the right stick as a whammy bar. Or the left stick as a whammy bar and the right stick as a strum. Mosquitoes are bad right now. I love the days that are... I've never seen the boost go that well that I did that. To where it goes from like 90 degrees to at night it goes to like 40 and there's no mosquitoes that night. Oh, it's the best, but it's rare. I swear this run teases me. I feel like I'm always ever so close to getting it, and then I mess up in some obscure way. It's always a new way. Yeah, that'll solve your issues. If I could just move everywhere, like my home city, like take it on the globe and move it just north and like cover up, you know, Ohio or something with my city, I'd do that. Cover up like North Dakota. Who needs North Dakota anyway? It can just be underneath like abandoned cities. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I like Indiana because Indiana is a fun state to say. It's okay in my book. It has a nice name. It's the Tennessee pass. I'll check it out later. I think ever since I saw the speedrun of the Outer Worlds, I was a little saddened because you just choose the worst ending. And it reminded me why I don't really enjoy the runs of those games, because I like the lore and stuff too much. Orthopedic appointments are dumb. I need to see an orthodontist. My jaw is destroyed. I'm pretty sure that's what gives me the earaches. It's not my teeth that are wrong. It's my jaw. Orthodontist is teeth and jaw specialists. I would rather have bad teeth than my bad jaw. I don't know if you can hear that. That was me opening and closing my mouth a lot. Yeah, that happens every single time I open and close my mouth. Yeah, it's like I got punched by Mike Tyson when I was an infant. But imagine that happening every single time you open and close my mouth. Or your mouth. Not my mouth. Don't open and close my mouth. And then if you do it too much, it stabs directly into your ear, like the jawbone, and then it gives you ear infections. The cereal. Remove your jaw, yeah. It's easy. Even just doing that with my jaw now, my jaw hurts. Oh no. I can't do that too much because it literally makes my jaw worse, and then over time my jaw's actually gonna fracture. It's not a matter of like if it will fracture, it's a matter of when it will fracture. And then I won't be able to talk for like a month or 2 months, 3 months. And I have to get jaw surgery. And then my jaw will be ever stuck going one way or another. It would be like on a rail. I can't move it like I'm in VR. I gotta use it like I'm just turning it left and right on a roller coaster. Torture. Yeah, I can't eat gum anymore. I would eat gum, but I cannot. Or steak. Steak, if it's too chewy. Most steak is too chewy. Even, like, medium rare is too chewy. It's literally like my legs. Why do I get miracle runs and then I'm terrible for an hour straight? Where's my miracle run? Give out. What is the new name? Unveil it here. Oh, cartilage. You need to get in your Mirror's Edge real life parkour and now. Down action boosty thing. By Meteor Smile. Fair. You gotta say it and then have a little trademark at the end of it. With the smile. He rolls on the tongue. Meteor has shown up. So explaining to random people will just be like, yeah, you just do the down action thingy by Meteor Smile, and then it just rolls off the tongue, yeah. Yeah, they'll know that it's Meteor Strat. That's all that matters. It explains everything. I still don't know if this has a name. The corner boost that you get like 10 speed on. Why can't I do it right now? That. It's like a fast corner wall run. You get 10 speed instead of 8. Corner wall boost, yeah. I could see that. It's very useful. And fun. Smile. Corner wall run 2.0. Where's my bunny hop game? Why must you do this to me? No, I stopped doing UC for a bit. I've threw like 2 or 3 decent rezoning runs though. I threw one that was like insane. It would have been sub 9. The awful should have had a frowny face next to it. That's the opposite of 2 exclamation points. It does if you like strafe, but it doesn't give much speed. It just maintains for the most part. It's best to just think of it as maintaining. Yeah. So all we gotta do is bunny hop like 30,000 times. Need to find a big enough area, and then we could literally do anything. We need the Mario 64 type tasks, where they just wall bounce a bunch of times and then they get tons of speed. Stupid. Where's my boost? Because if you throw too much inputs at the game too fast, it just likes to throw them out. I think to prevent exploits like that. But then people just did it manually, so... I feel like we should remove the restriction, find a way to mod it out, and then let people use mouse wheel. And this game would be crazy. Or make like new categories just for that. If they really do. The only thing is it would make console players have a disadvantage, which sucks. So I guess you'd have to have new categories. We already have like half done auto splitters. We have the auto splitter for all dashes that you have to select every time. That's fun. It does. Every single time I start all dashes, I'm like, oops, forgot this. Oops, forgot this. Oops. Alright, sleep well. Nice to see you here. Enjoy your sleep. That would make all dash just slightly less annoying to run. The thing that I hate the most is whenever it doesn't auto split. If you or and it kills it too if you restart a dash. I don't understand that. Like when you have the auto splitter going, if you restart a dash, it just will stop working. I guess it uses the dashes like thing in the game to do it, but whenever you restart a dash, it kind of counts or something. I don't know. But the only way to do it is either restarting the game, or I think you have to reselect the auto splitter inside live split, and I think that works. If those two issues were gone, it would make all dashes, the first 30 minutes of all dashes, me like, oh, I forgot to do that. Oh, gotta restart my run. Alright, I'll still be streaming for quite a bit, so see you again soon. Also, there's something about this boost. I feel like if you're going faster than normal, the boost just doesn't work half the time, and I don't know why. There's something funky with this boost. Like if you're trailing off the speed, or your speed goes down slowly after you land, and you're running, it doesn't go down instantly. If you're going past 7.2 speed, it just makes it to where the run is infinitely harder. I feel like if you did 3 bunny hops and then press shift, you'd probably have a better time. Yeah, but scrolling really slow at that point, you might as well be pressing jump. They ruined it. I don't care if that's the point. I want it patched out now. I think just having a mod that does that would be nice just for practicing strats. Even if it wasn't allowed in runs. Although I don't know how you'd enforce that. There'd have to be like some little thing that the mod activates that shows that you're running it on screen. But then people could just remove that if they really wanted to, so I don't know. It would open a can of worms. Those bunny hops match the beat. Oof. I still have never installed the trainer. The closest thing I installed was the day-night cycle thing, so I could get my desktop background, so I can get this and make it. I think it looks pretty sick. It's on all 3 monitors. Like it has like the left and right view. Thank you. It's the music choice that I've listened to ever since 2016. So I've grown quite fond of it. I rarely listen to new music. Although I was listening, I need to add it to my playlist actually. Is this on Spotify? It's not. I need to download this song. I want to play it just because I want to listen to it right now. Probably gonna use it in a run eventually. I need to download it. It's quite different from the my chill playlist right now, though. This isn't even my like stream with this music playlist. This is just like my regular, what I listen to while I'm just like playing Rocket League or something. Speaking of, I've actually been playing Rocket League more, and I thought the player base has gotten better since it's been so long since I've played, but I'm still a champ. I played ranked a lot, or enough to get my rank again, and I was still a champ. So Rocket League's player bases suck. They didn't learn anything in like 2 years. I can still say I'm a champ. Welcome back. Hey, Tyria. Rare sighting. I haven't had a haircut since January 2020. Maybe a little earlier than that. It started out as like, I don't want to go get my haircut because virus thing. And then eventually I was just like, I'm too lazy to go get my haircut. So bald. I would cut it off if I played VR a lot, but I don't anymore. My hair goes past my chest. I have if you want kind of like a what hair does he have? Look up Steve from Gamers Nexus. I have his hair but longer. Donate money just so you can get a haircut. Yeah, I have Steve from Gamers Nexus hair. Although his is more frizzy than my hair gets. By a little bit. Zip skip is slower. Mudkip. I looked it up. Or I did a little like comparison and it's slower. Unless you literally like go like land like this immediately, I think only then could it even tie the other strat. I used to be short haired all the time, but like I used to have really short hair. Like I'd cut it almost bald every time. Get a 1 and a 2. Yeah, but it looks cooler. Okay. I have 2 stages of my hair. I have really long or really short. I would get like a fade and everything. I was a real Mexican. I can control which of my races I look like, depending on how long my hair is. And whether I have a mustache or not. See me with the goatee, you're like, man, that guy's Mexican. Worst 2 years of my life. That's my thing, is I've had it for so long that I wonder if I'd just be disappointed. My main thing is, I think I want to lose weight before I cut my hair again. Because my hair hides my face fat on the left and right side of my face. So I've actually lost like, was it 4 pounds in the past 30 hours? Which was crazy to me. I was like, whoa. It's crazy what happens when you fast. I've gained, I think, 15 pounds since the virus started. Which isn't an insane amount, but it's not where I want to be. I want to be like 166 to 177. My hair would be longer looking, but it's too curly. Thank you for not letting me bunny hop there. Just sliding me. I didn't even get a chance to bunny hop. You can't blame me. I've still never caught the virus. That boy got that virus. Yeah, too home pilled. And I never really took that many precautions. Thank you, game. I love getting the 2 fast boosts. I got the vaccine, but I never got any booster shots. I got 2 shots, and that's it. Oof. I literally had no side effects from either of the vaccines. I kind of got pain in my arm the first time. The second time, I didn't even get pain in my arm. Second time, I literally felt nothing. I was ready to run a marathon. 20 times rarer than die. Yeah. Just unlucky. Lost RNGesus. Do they recommend that? I know for months they're like, you should get your booster at this time and this time. And I just never did it, and now everyone's like, yeah, I don't get my booster anymore. So I'm like, I'm not gonna get it anymore. They lost me, especially since I haven't caught it yet. Yeah, there was a one point where they were like, you gotta get it, you gotta get it. And then now I hear nothing. Like, I wonder how much money, like, Moderna and Pfizer, like, lost from people not getting boosters. It's crazy how much RNG there is in the virus. It's funny. You just lost the game of life because of bad RNG. It's crazy. I haven't been sick in a long time unless you count ear infections. But actually, like, having like a crazy cough and like sore throat that's like debilitating, that I can't get out of bed. Most of the time I don't get out of bed because I just choose to not get out of bed. But actually, like, can't get out of bed is really rare for me. Most of the time I just use it as an excuse to lay in bed. Man, I feel terrible. I'm gonna lay in bed all day, even though I don't have to. Was it simultaneous Salmonella and Campylobacter? Did you almost die? Welcome back. Also, I would never understand the people that get sick from other people getting sick. Not like, oh, they have the cold and I have the cold now. But like, if someone throws up, they throw up. I don't think any smell can gross me out like that. Like, I have an iron stomach in that way. I've cleaned up, like, blood, like, so much blood on the floor. Whenever our dog was getting old, I'd clean up blood every day. And everyone else was, like, gagging, and I'm just there cleaning up, mopping up blood. I can understand losing your appetite, but I can't understand actually throwing up. Yeah, I'm that way. I can watch anything while eating. I didn't know they made like 3 of those movies. I thought they just made 1. But no, he kept on going. Yeah, apparently there's a 3rd. Literally, I've never seen the original. I've only ever seen the South Park one. the episode. So I only got it from South Park. Is it like Joker style? Life is no longer a tragedy, it's a comedy? Yes, good song. Wait. I get it. Working lot guard? How can you get high off that low amount of power? I guess Discord mods exist that like go crazy with power, so I guess it makes sense. What was the movie that was shot entirely off of a camera like they're holding? There's like a big monster attacking, but they never show it. I haven't seen that movie in forever. It's like attacking the city. Cloverfield, that's what it is. It's been years since I've seen Cloverfield. Land shark? Is that like Sharknado? Isn't Blair Witch more serious? Although I've seen people make jokes about it a lot. I used to watch CNNers videos, and they used to make Blair Witch jokes all the time. Is it plushy? So like Chucky but a shark? Chucky used to scare me as a kid. But only because they like chopped the guy's nuts off. I would like check under the table all the time. Like any dog gonna chop my nuts off? That scared like 10-year-old me. I think that one was like Bride of Chucky or something like that. What? What just happened? Why did that happen? What did the game do? I've never seen that happen in my entire life. It just stopped me. I failed to run earlier on the zip. It was perfect. It had 3 bunny hops at the beginning, and I had the bunny hop on the ramp straight to the zip, and I missed it on the zip. They see a real shark. Where does all the people go? Inside the plushie? That makes no sense. Ooh, classic song. I think the last scary movie I actually watched... I'm terrible with names, but It's the one where like they move into this house and the last family that lived there like all hung themselves in the back on a tree. And then it like steals children out of mirrors or something? I don't know. Maybe I combined two movies. Made it look big on screen. Sinister, yeah, that's the last horror movie I watched in theaters. I don't know when that came out. I need a year date on when that came out. See how long it's been since I've seen a horror movie. I think I watched a lot of horror movies while I was growing up because my family was obsessed with them. So I kind of got desensitized a lot. To gore, at least. I'm very desensitized to gore. But stuff like people in mirrors still kind of creeps me out. Mirrors is a good concept. Suspiria. Never heard of it. You mean a game where you travel through mirrors? Super Mario? That's paintings. I'm pretty sure there's been a puzzle game to where you're like in two mirrored places and you gotta go through the mirrors. Oh, there's that one game to where you're holding a camera the whole time and it's set in like Indonesia. It's like Dread or something, or I don't know. You're holding a camera the whole time. You're like this Indonesian woman, just wearing like a white school dress. And there's like little tiny things attacking your feet. But in that one, they use like, you have to take pictures with your camera of the mirror of the thing that's like attacking you in the real world because you can only see it in the mirror. I thought that concept was cool, but the boss fight was really lame, I'm pretty sure. No, not Amnesia. I think you would just look like Indonesian horror game with camera. It would probably come up. But they made two of them. I remember PewDiePie played it years ago, and I watched the original. I think I watched Clint play the second one. Yeah, I don't understand why this game has mirror in its name, though, whenever there's no, like, mirrored surfaces besides the buildings. They should have done more with mirrors. Was it Fatal Frame? Maybe. If the main character is like a third-person Indonesian woman. Dread Out. That's what it is. I said Dread earlier. But I didn't know the name. Yeah, it is Dread Out. I'm pretty sure it's Dread Out. 'Cause that's what came to my mind first, title-wise. Yeah, Visage is pretty good. The thing is, I don't have reactions to horror games. Like, I'll get jump scared because you can't really avoid jump scares. But I won't be like, man, that was fun. I just got jump scared. I'd be like, wow, that was a jump scare. That's really lazy. But Visage is good at building an atmosphere and not really jump scaring you. I don't get, like, physically scared. But jump scares will still get me. Just because if you make anything a loud noise and pop up, like, you're gonna get most people. It's not that difficult. The only thing I would do is I loved watching, back in the day, watching 11 drunk guys play. Man, so good. Whenever they're just like drunk and then half of them are screaming at the jump scare. Oh. It's been years since I've watched, I think their channel is called Ponage McGee now. They do like D&D stuff now. But that channel was my favorite thing back in the day. Watching them play like Outlast and stuff, I still go back and watch it every once in a while. But I watched like their podcast for like 200 episodes. I enjoyed that channel. It kind of died off though. They stopped posting as much. Also, it's possible to get a sub 10 second with that strat. I've gotten a 10-10 before with it. I watched the Resident Evil games, but I never had the things to play it, just because if I was going to play a horror game, I'd want to play it with like someone by my side physically. But I think they were good games. I watched other people play it though. Horror games will mostly be the things that I watch other people play and not actually play myself. Yeah. Girlfriend or multiple drunk guys. Outlast is just a good game. I don't like how the story ended on either of them, but they're good games. I don't see that we wouldn't. I think Outlast 2 is pretty well received. I enjoyed watching it. Playthrough at least. You saw me go for it once. You're like, oh my god. I got pretty consistent at it whenever I was trying it, and then I realized it was slower, and I'm like, why am I doing this? If you had tasks, it would probably be faster. Strafing into it would be the worst. Oh my. And the thing is, after you land, isn't it sometimes like you can't jump immediately? Or you can't wall run immediately sometimes? Like if you get a stumble? Or am I imagining things? I do not have a link to my no-board setup. I'd have to give it to you personally. I just use the Quake one, and then I crop out the other keys. It comes by default with no board. Like, I still have other stuff on my no board that y'all don't see. My no board has 1, 2, 3, or 1 through 8, and then a mouse thing and a space bar, but I don't use those, so. I don't have them. You have to intentionally get a bad first wall boost so you can actually wall boost off the second wall. And hey, Bissell. Nice to see you. I'm feeling better. Yeah, speedometers do live split. If you look, I'm pretty sure I linked my speedometers live split to someone. I forgot who asked. But if you download it, it has like the entire live split install. You just copy and paste it and then launch live split. What? This made me go around and then kicked me this way. I think if you search for catbox.mo in Catalyst channel, you'll probably find it. This, that, and the other. There is so much to go wrong, though. It's pure RNG, and I don't know how to make it not pure RNG. No. It's through live split itself. Whenever you download the speedometer, now if you try to set it up yourself, it doesn't work. I know because I tried to, and then Balin was like, that's true. I can't get mine to work either. So you have to copy someone else's live split, and it'll work. I don't know what causes that, but it's how it is. My speedometer is Frankensteined off of Balin's. So he's patient 0 in all this. Yes, that should be it. If it's still available. I don't know how long Catbox holds files. But that was my entire like backup live split in case my regular live split got deleted for some reason. And when I open it up, it just opens up speedometer. I don't know if it defaults for everyone else to open up speedometer. I wouldn't say horrible history. Although I learned way too much about the Silk Road. And not enough about World War I. Horrible History sounds like a really British name. I mean, do you blame me with that sentence, not being able to understand? I want to do that in a run. Just do a quick 360 as a flex. I've lost my muscle memory. You just need a miracle in this dash. Oh, beginning again. I was gonna make a beat LE up there, but then I realized you could just climb from the side. And I was like, oh. Yeah, I don't understand it. There's gotta be some trick that you only know at the beginning when you first start learning it, and then eventually you lose that muscle memory that's like, you're better at it whenever you don't know. I just throw myself at it. Clueless. I still think the future is getting a control or a down action jump. But I don't know how. This is Begin Again by Daniel Olson. 0.2 meters per second every bunny hop, right? Or 0.02. Frosty said it a second ago. That's the only reason I know. Yeah, this is the Sayonara Wild Hearts soundtrack. No. I haven't found any use. Oh wait, I was supposed to get a package. Oops. Is it delivered yet? Okay, it's still out for delivery. Good. Frosty said he was looking into it for the start of quite a few. Just getting straight to the mag swing from the beginning. But he said it would take too much. Yeah, it would be insane, but it requires the Mario 64 strat where you go on the walls 20 million times to gather up speed. Pass only. Okay, if we can't make a task, why don't we train an AI to play Catalyst? AI is all the rage nowadays. We can just make Chat GPT do it for us. My finger? It doesn't hurt while grinding, but it will get sore afterwards. Only my left pointer finger, though. My little finger always sits on W holding it, so I don't really feel anything. I don't think my keyboard has a crazy actuation point, though. It's just MX Brown's. While playing, my hand really doesn't move. It's like still on the keyboard for forever. I don't even move my finger very much to press R. I just press the very bottom of R. So I press all three buttons, D, R, and F, at the same time with the same finger. No problem. If I wanted to. I don't recommend it to anyone. My finger position is like 3/4 on F, 1/4 on D. Like the rest of my fingers are pretty straight, and then my left pointer finger goes at like a diagonal. Thank you, game. I love not getting bunny hops. If I had to press space for every bunny hop, my space is so much harder to press than my F key. I'd be so annoyed. Oh, my thumb would get tired. Even now, just pressing F a bunch, or just pressing space a bunch on my keyboard, my thumb is tired. My thumb is weak, but man, my pointer fingers are strong. Oh, that's Step Mania and bunny hopping. I used to parkour on Minecraft all the time. I'm decent at it. I reserve space as like an extra bind key for anything. So I use space as different keys for other things. Like DayZ, I'll make it to where space is my like go in and out of third person key. On like Left 4 Dead, it's my flashlight key. Stuff like that. It's just like an extra hotkey I can use for anything. Space is in and out of third person. Fallout New Vegas. Basically, whatever game mechanic is default F, I put that on the space bar, usually. So F for flashlight in Source games is usually what happens. I'm pretty sure F is go in third person in Fallout New Vegas. Usually it translates pretty well, and games auto like, well, space is F and F is space, so they just vice versa it. It usually matches pretty well. I don't have to fiddle with controls very often. Alright. Good night. Sleep well. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. It's always nice to see you. I got a random friend request on EA while I was playing Apex with my brothers, and I realized it was Foshi, but I thought it was a game invite at first, so I declined his friend request. And I messaged him like, why did you invite me to play Apex? How do you know I'm playing Apex? He's like, I just sent you a friend request on EA. I was like, oh. Is that what happened? Did that happen to you too? It pops up in game like a game notification. The thing is, I would show me playing Apex more, but my brothers all say my real name while we're playing games, and that is not good. So I pop off with the charge rifle sometimes. I had like 2,700 damage. Like, I get consistently over 1,500 damage a game unless we die at the very beginning. Charge rifle is just too OP. I usually run charge rifle Nemesis or Nemesis R99. They nerfed the charge rifle pretty hard, but I still use it. It's amazing. Oh, the alternator? I hate the alternator. It shoots way too slow. It's good as like a first pickup weapon, but it's not great. They buffed the R99 like crazy, so everyone uses the R99 now. It's better than the R301 by miles, because they nerfed the R301. If I use my right hand and I double click like I'm playing OS, then I can press space 100 times in 15 seconds. But not with my thumb. If I tried really hard, maybe, but even my left hand just feels weird. I'd have to use my right hand. I only use space with my right hand while typing, too. Wait, check if my package came in. If my package comes in, I'll probably get off stream just because it's something I have to like unpack and do things. It's just a new comforter. But I have my old comforter that's the same comforter, but it got tore up by the dogs. And so I have to sew it up, or I have to give it to someone that can sew it up or something. Who knew that things with comfy stuffing inside of it, dogs love to chew up? We got them Squishmallows, and they tore them up so fast. They're like, oh, these things are durable. They'll make it to where they'll have furry friends for a long time. And then they immediately chewed the stuffing out of the mini border collie we bought. But she's gotten a lot smarter. She used to like, when you open the back doors, they'd get so excited that she'd hit her head on the door as she's running out because she wants to get out so fast. And so I've trained her to where she's not allowed to, even if I open the door, she's not allowed to go until she sits down and I say that she can go. I'm the teacher that lets, like, the bell doesn't dismiss you, I do. Dogs love those Kong toys. Like the rubber things. The only thing is they get lost all the time. Let me make sure she's not chewing up my blanket still. Okay, it's safe. Still have to sew that thing up. Just wants to have a milk bottle. Aren't milk bottles glass? We only have plastic milk jugs. Milk bottles are a thing in like the 50s that are glass. Unless you're talking like a Nesquik plastic thing. I love getting that animation. So amazing. Why do I never see that animation anywhere else but this dash? At least you don't have milk bags like those Canadians. Bag. If every dash was like this dash, then this game would have a lot less runners. I go too fast. Isn't that what those YouTube channels are for? People from India. People from remote villages in India try American sweets and vice versa. It was alright. I've only ever been to 3 states in my life. And one was just passing through a state to get to another state. Oh, internet? Yeah. Internet. Sounds weird. Internet. Thing is, our sweets don't have sugar in them. They have high fructose corn syrup in them. We have corn in our candy. In our sodas. It's all corn. Top to bottom, it's all corn. You have to pay to access public restrooms? Isn't that the antithesis of what public means? The only places that don't have free restrooms sometimes is restaurants where they're like you have to buy something if you want to use the restroom here. But that's mostly only in places like New York and stuff like that. Or if you just have a bad rep with the restaurant, or they had recently people go in and tear up their restroom. I will notice convenience stores over here are kind of annoying to where they don't let you use your restroom use their restroom some of the time. Because people, I guess, go in there and tear it up sometimes. Or they just, like, use drugs in them. Most convenience stores will be like, nah, you can use the restroom, but it's kind of only for us. Can I order a soda right here, and I will use your restroom at this Dairy Queen establishment? I feel like there's like left and right. There's like a bar when you stand here. To the left, too much, you go too far or too more down. If you go to the right too much, you go too high. And there's no in between. There's like a tiny sweet spot in between where you go perfect and you land on this. Open doors? Won't you let all the cooling out? I guess they don't need AC as much as we do. Over here, the only places that do that have, they have this sort of, like, wall of air that you go through that keeps out the bugs. Like, you get blasted with cold air as soon as you walk into every big store. Because it keeps the AC having to run less, and it keeps the bugs out. So you just get blasted with nice feeling air when you go in the grocery store. It's so nice. Are you kidding me? I'm just looking right too early. That tube with the CH. I could never understand paying for TV at all, even public TV. Or especially public TV, but paying for cable TV, even, nope. too expensive. Just too much garbage on TV. $175 a year? That's like 3 student Amazon accounts. That is not worth it. Or is that a month? I don't know. I don't pay for it. I don't use subscriptions. Yeah, I don't understand how. I think Disney Plus still has ads, or so, like some of them, and I'm like, why would you even pay for a service if you're still getting ads? What are you doing with all my money? It's one of them that still has ads, and I was surprised. Like, why would you ever pay? It's YouTube TV still has ads. Which I kind of understand because it's technically TV, but still. His British what? I'm also barely an adult. You have definitely paid taxes, but you've probably not gotten paid back for them. I've paid tons of taxes, but I've never gotten a tax refund. You don't pay taxes on every purchase? Did you smile? Here the taxes are not included for the price. So I get, when I buy a $60 game, I pay $64.75, and so I'm getting screwed and I'm not getting that money back. Working gang. Do you have a estate tax? Not having state tax is based. I consistently have less money in my account than I actually have because I lend out money to so much people. Like at one point, I should have had like $700 in my account, but I had $35 in my account. That tells you how much. What's something? Well, I can go to I can go to Costco with 150 and get a hot dog and a drink. I'd rather have a hot dog for $1 than sweets for $1. Hot dog for $1 is way better. Question. Getting screwed over by a little bit, I think, depending on how your currency's doing at the moment. Tinfoil keeps things warm. Do you not know that? Our Chick-fil-A sandwiches come in tinfoil as well. It keeps them warm for the whole drive. You have to drive home. Home is not close. Home is far away. Most of the time. So if you're gonna wait to eat, it better still be warm by the time you get home. It's like a 30-minute drive just to get a thing of fast food. By then, your food's cold. Keep it in a aluminum/tin foil. Well, what if you want to save it? What if you want to eat half and then eat half a little later? Then what do? You eat a cold hot dog? No, you eat a warm hot dog because tinfoil is very cheap still. My dog is currently on my arm. Hey. There used to be seats in the food court at Costco, but now there's not because of virus stuff. It does. Chick-fil-A used to be an hour drive from us, and it would keep my sandwich warm the whole time. Everything, my fries would be cold, but my sandwich would be warm. Just make sure it's sealed up tight. Also, we don't call it tin foil. I've only ever heard it called aluminum foil. But maybe that's just me. It's called aluminum foil whenever you buy it. It's not made of tin. Tin is like tin cans. Maybe my vernacular is different. I always say aluminum foil. But I'm also the type to say comfortable instead of comfortable. So that probably tells you everything you need to know. What, bottle? B-O-D-D-L-E, bottle? It's like oh, like you skip a whole syllable or something, isn't it? Like you really accentuate the second syllable. There's like a gap of space of no sound in between. Emphasis? Well, that's with every American pronunciation. We say T's like D's. It just flows easier. You want your words to flow in a conversation. You don't want a hard stop in the middle of your words. It sounds weird. It's crazy that some people would just like skip the word or the letter R and they wouldn't miss it. But R is such a like a vital sound for us. Did you show up at his house yet? What? This door stopped me? I never saw it stop me on the edge of the door though. I usually stop in the middle of the door. It stopped me at the like. It usually stops me at this handle, but it stopped me like here. Yeah, you get stuck under the handle. Sea boost off the handle. You probably do, you just don't notice it because the speed difference is so little. Like, you probably get sea boost off of all this tiny stuff. You could see I went from 8.11 speed to 8.04. 8.8 to 04. I lost speed. It only does it on one side. Why is that so much easier to get when you're running at like 7 point something speed? Yeah. It's a shame that this route is so fast. Why is it so fast for being so inconsistent? It's because it's basically RNG because the way you move your mouse every time is not going to be the same. Like, even it's just human error. Just moving your mouse movements is not going to be the same every time. And it needs to be the same every time for you to get it every time. And your jump timing needs to be the same. There's just too many human variables. So I'm sure if we had a task, we can get this 100% of the time. It's just human. Yeah, it's so dumb. You know what? Whenever you... Okay, so when you spawn like that, you see your vision shakes a little bit. That's enough to affect it. If you make the time trial, whenever your vision is shaking slightly one way or another more, it'll affect where you where you launch. Just the camera shake. What are you doing? My dog just climbing up on the desk. What are you doing? Now is not the time. I'm almost at 3 hours. I'll get off in 3 hours. They're getting impatient. this side's not gonna get you any praise either. They gave up on the mouse hand, now they're at the keyboard hand. What, this? Like 0? There's nothing here to do it with. What, this box? I wish you could just do this and it would do the boost. It doesn't get you very fast. It gets you the same speed as this. A little slower. It gets you like 10 point something speed, but a wall boost can give you 11. See? So it's not worth. The only thing I could see maybe being viable is doing this and have it slingshot you that way. Well, let me see if my package came in. Still out for delivery. That tent near the start? What are you talking about? This? You can do this. That exists. It gives you 12 speed instead of 11. I hate this boost. It's way too inconsistent. If we just got the boost consistent, then a person could get sub 8 on this dash. Also, I hate how... Okay, so if you're not touching anything on the keyboard, you still get a second wall boost. Like, look. See? I didn't touch anything. Nothing touched. And so if you're trying not to get a wall boost, it's almost impossible. I think the only way to do it is if you're holding the opposite strafe key. Even then, sometimes it'll still do it. But I had one of these setups like super consistent. I think it was 92. I was experimenting with like doing something like that and like getting bunny hops on the fence. Come back. I don't know who those people are. Oh, I see. I hate this strat. It sucks and it's slow. I was experimenting with making another time trial and just like doing it here. And I was getting the consistent like... I was almost getting a consistent jump on the ramp right there. But half the time I just get flung somewhere else. And I don't understand why. It makes no sense. But I think I'm gonna cut this one a little shorter than usual. Yeah, I was experimenting with it before, but I gave up because I'd get it half the time, and then the other half I wouldn't get it. And I was just annoyed. That's very bright. Let's see. What do I want to end on? Let me get up here. Yeah. That's a decent view. How about we end the song that I played a little earlier that I enjoyed lately, which I will probably use in my next run. Will be accepted. I will be streaming more often. I didn't because I was sick before, or ear infection, if you call that sick. But thank you to everyone that was here. I will try to do more often. As long as I don't get more ear infections. Yep. Bye-bye. Thank you everyone for just being here in general. Hopefully to see you again soon. Attention, KrugerSec is here to protect you. Always be ready to present your grid print to KrugerSec officers. Protect yourself. Protect your fellow employees. Attention, Black November activity has been reported in the rezoning construction area. KrugerSec is investigating. Until further notice, no employee presence is allowed. Attention, this area is off limits to everybody but KrugerSec personnel. Trespassers will be immediately deported to the Growlands. Attention, if you have any information about Black November or the runners, visit your closest KrugerSec field office. Attention, if you have any information about Black November or the runners, visit your closest KrugerSec field office.
Attention! This area is off limits to everybody but Krugersec personnel. Trespassers will be immediately deported to the Greylands.